What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy with JMed's Brick Clicks. I wanted to do this custom tree design kind of how-to video before it got to be spring. So I know I'm pushing it right here, kind of the end of February, 1st of March. So let's get into it. So a lot of you probably have some winter village sets. A lot of you may have put some winter village sets together. I'm trying to move my tripod here to get to a better angle. And if you do, a lot of you, I'm sure you just build the trees, standard Lego trees, using these and the small pieces, and you build them up any way you want them. There's 5,000 different ways to make them like that. I'm going to show you another way. Well, I guess two. I've went over these in the past. Super simple design. The biggest thing is, make them different sizes. You can use brown in the bottom, showing the dead limbs, green in the center, and then some white tips. I got all those pieces off the Pick-a-Brick section on the Lego website. I think those were 6 cents a piece when I got them. The white ones, at least. The green ones, I got those at the Lego store. They actually had those on the Pick-a-Brick wall, so I think I got one full cup, or maybe a cup and a half of them, to use on other projects like my Lego farm. I think I used a lot of them in the cornfield. But yeah, quick, simple design. You can see kind of back here how they're just little accent trees. They're not really meant to be major, I guess, talking points, but more or less just filler to kind of fill in some bare spots. But they do work great for that. This other design here we're going to look at, you can see I've got 4 different sizes. They may not look like it, but they are very part intensive. Each row, it uses I'll try to pop one of these things off here. So it uses that octagon piece. So each row has 8 sections to it. So when you start counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, minus the top. So 6 times 8, 48, and then you've got this little topper, which that's how I top mine. You kind of taper it and make smaller ones at the top. You can see we used bigger ones at the bottom, but that's how you make it. And here's what the bottom looks like. You can pop off one of these limbs that you just make, and that's how I made it. So we'll pop that in there, and you can see you can use different designs. The interior on that one's black. The interior on this one is brown. Really doesn't matter. I had a lot of black. You can see right here, all the connector points are white regardless. You could use black. I don't know if that piece actually comes in the reddish brown. I don't have any. I do have a lot of the black and I have a lot of the white, but I think the white looked better, especially up towards the top, keeping the white more prevalent. The other thing you have to use, you'll notice using these, just the 1x2s, it looks okay, but when you get to the bottom, you really need to start using the wedge pieces. And you can see different wedge pieces going different ways to try to fill in just that like dead area right there. It works. Really, honestly, with trees, the trees aren't the main point of whatever display you're trying to do. They're meant to be there as filler or for height, especially like this one, the couple in the back. You're not focused solely on the trees, but they do bring the whole set together. Now, when I bought them, I got on Bricklink. I think these are some left over. Those clips, the 1x2 ones, that's what you have to use here up at the top. But pretty much everything all the way down, I use the ones. I overbought because I think I have close to enough for another tree. But I think I ran out of the wedge pieces, and they get expensive. I think like this tree here, 30 to 40 bucks, I think, is what I've probably got in it. And a lot of it's the wedge price costs. And this one I actually put on a base. It's one of those big round bases. It's pretty solid. As you can see, I kind of change some of them going this way, some going the other. Pretty cool. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of show this idea off, because if you haven't seen it, I mean, obviously with these trees that you make, yeah, they look great. But if you just want the winter, just more of like another option for trees, they're not super detailed like this, but you do have the snow effect. And if you've seen these in my farm display, yeah, they've been there for the last couple months, just kind of hanging around. But that's what they are. So yeah, got the reindeer in the back. If you guys have any questions, comments, hopefully I made it easy enough. And you can see sometimes the pieces pop off, but yeah, they pop back on easy enough as long as your clutch power is okay. There's the topper. And yeah, you can move them up to kind of get it back on. Like I'll do it right here, just to get it back onto shape. And then you just push them down to get them the way that you want them. The other piece, little kind of harder piece to get, is that piece right there. I've gone on Bricklink, and not a lot of sellers have a lot of them in quantity. And you'll notice that one doesn't have it. It just used a white cylinder and a white cone at the top, because I didn't have enough of them. I noticed in the new Mario minifigure collectible, well, not even the buildable figures, they actually came out with this in a dark green. So maybe once that goes on the pick-a-brick section, I might grab a handful of those to see what that looks like. Maybe have the green instead of the white, or maybe even interchange them, or make some small, maybe even like half the size of this one. But anyway, guys, quick video on a how-to for winter trees. I just wanted to get it done because I've been wanting to do the video for a while, and I was like, man, we already got flowers starting to pop up and bloom around here in Missouri. I think the earliest I've ever seen it. I've never seen them bloom in February before. But yeah, I'm going to try to get it done before winter's over. So that's all I got for today. Hopefully you guys liked it. If you got any questions, let me know. And we will hopefully see you in the next one.